Hello, in today's video, I'm sharing some personal top favorite Amazon finds that I reach for on a regular basis, and I believe all of these are included in Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, which is happening October 7th and 8th, Tuesday and Wednesday. But no matter when you're catching this video, I stand by these recommendations. I've bought most of these at full price and would again because I reach for them in my everyday life. I have some beauty, skincare, makeup, and hair products to share with you and some lifestyle favorites. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get started. Milk Makeup has an official Amazon storefront, and many of their products are 20% off, and a select few are 35% off during Prime Big Deal Days. One of the 35% off products is the Future Fluid Concealer. I think this is such a nice medium to medium full coverage concealer that doesn't dry my under eyes out. I have it in shade 8C. It's creamy and it layers well over itself or over corrector, and it doesn't look or feel heavy or cakey. It feels good on my dry, textured under eyes, and I don't start to look drier as the day goes on. So I wanted to let you know about that, especially since there are so few medium to medium full coverage concealers that are hydrating and nice for mature under eyes. The other Milk Makeup product I wanted to give a quick mention to is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip and Glow Primer. This is 20% off. Now, I don't typically get along that well with gripping primers, or I should say most gripping primers. They just don't control my shine prone areas in the center of my face the way I need them to. It's sort of a hybrid between an illuminator like Hollywood Flawless Filter plus a gripping primer. And I think it's great for all skin types. It's silicone free. You can see here, it doesn't have any glimmer or glitter particles in it, but it provides this really pretty golden illumination that peeks through your foundation. Okay, I'm sharing that out just a little bit more so you can see how it looks on my skin. I can apply this to my entire face or strategically to specific points, high points in my face. It hydrates and grips my makeup and smooths my pores, and it gives a flattering glow without making me greasy. It does exactly what it's supposed to, and it's 20% off if you're looking for a product like this. So these are the two Milk Makeup products that stood out to me the most that are on sale right now. BK Beauty also has an official Amazon storefront where everything is 20% off through the end of Prime Big Deal Day. So I'm going to share my top most used BK Beauty brushes that I use almost on a daily basis. I will have everything I'm sharing with you and wearing linked for you down below in my description box, as I always do. And in some cases, like with Milk Makeup and BK Beauty and some other brands that I'm sharing, I will also link their storefronts so you can check out other products that are on sale. So let's start with the 106 brush. This, I think, is a mini foundation brush, but I use it for cream, liquid, and stick blushes. It's the perfect shape, size, density, and softness for that. I also use the 109 brush for the same types of products. It's a little more sparse in density, but it has a really nice angle to it. And I also like using this as a foundation brush. So this is a mini version of the infamous 101 foundation brush. This is basically a cult favorite foundation brush at this point. So if you want a smaller version of this, the 109 is great, or you can go with the regular 101. This is brush 107. Now this and brush 111, which is downstairs at my vanity, are sort of similar to me in that I use them for powder foundation and finishing powder. Now when I initially got brush 107, it was a little bit flatter, but I don't know if I broke it in or what, but it ends up a little bit wider, which I don't mind. But both 107 and 111 are brushes that I use for powder foundation and finishing powder. They just dust over my face in the perfect way. They both have a really nice roundness to them. The softness and density is perfect. They allow me to apply those types of powders without disturbing anything underneath, and they're just the right amount of fluffiness. So I use either one of those for those types of powders. The A506 brush is a great under eye concealer brush. It's a nice size, it's soft, and it blends out concealer very nicely under your eyes. And I reach for these 4 Nikki LaRose brushes from her set all the time. The one I reach for the most is the N14. I use this for under eye powder, setting, dusting away, you name it. I love this. It's also a really nice highlighter brush. N13 is a fantastic multi-purpose eyeshadow brush for the crease, for blending, you name it. It's fantastic for the eyes. The N12 brush is my primary brush I always try to use for lining and smudging my lower lash line. And the N15 brush is one of my favorite bronzer brushes. I love the size and how it blends everything out to perfection. I've also used it for blush. It's feathery soft. It is a beautiful brush. I use other BK Beauty brushes, but these are the ones that I use the most. The other reason I'm linking you to the storefront is so you can browse around and see if there are any sets that may have multiples of some of these in it so you can save even more money. I'm pretty sure I've raved about Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum no less than 24 times, probably more. It is so good for mature under eyes. If you have fine lines, wrinkles, or tired looking under eyes, dryness, if you want a treatment eye product that won't dry your under eyes out in the process, this is a good one. And you get 1 full ounce, which is pretty much unheard of for an under eye product, for around $17. And this has retinol instead of retinol. Retinol is more effective than retinol. It sits in between retinol and tretinoin in terms of effectiveness, but it's not as harsh. It's not as drying in most cases because it's encapsulated. It's gentler, but more effective. It also has ginseng extract, which helps with deep hydration, skin elasticity, and protection for the under eye area. Now, this is one of the very few products in this video where there was some conflicting information with Prime Big Deal Days. It was included in several places in the preview pages I was sent. But I mean, I used this, so I got really excited. But when I went to the spreadsheet to see what the percentage off would be, couldn't find it on the spreadsheet anywhere. So I don't know if that was just oversight on Amazon's part, not sure how much it's actually gonna be, but I mean, regular price is $17. And I mean, you're getting 3 to 4 times what you get in a normal eye cream. So it's a good price either way. I don't know if Beauty of Joseon will have other products included either. So I guess I can include their brand page because I do rave about many of their products also. I'm going to stop saying all these brands have official Amazon storefronts because they all do. So Laneige has several products included in Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, and this one is one of my favorites, and it's at its lowest price of the entire year. Now, full price, the Neo Blurring Powder, which keeps your glow while controlling your shine, is $25, but it is 30% off, making it $17.50. This is a great powder for all skin types, including mature skin. And this is one of my favorite blotting or touch-up powders that I like to throw in my purse and carry with me. So there's a nice mirror in here, and you keep the puff in the top, and then you open it up, and there's this silicone mesh insert, or sifter rather. And what's underneath is this ultra fine, sheer, basically invisible powder. It looks white, but there are 3 different size powders that come together to blur, smooth, and absorb oil without leaving your skin feeling or looking dry. So you just press the puff into the powder. You can sometimes see a little bit of powder smoke coming out. So then you just dip the puff into it and pat it to your face to blot your shine, and it looks and feels like nothing. As it takes your shine away, it doesn't look flat, and it doesn't cake up on your face either. Sometimes if you need to touch up or blot during the day, your face can start to have a cakey look to it. This doesn't do that. It doesn't disturb my makeup underneath. And they came up with a really great way to carry and dispense this ultra fine loose powder without it spilling everywhere. So this is a brand that I will link you to the main page because they have some really great products on sale. But this is the one I wanted to point out because I live in a really hot, humid area most of the year. So it's imperative that I have a really great blotting touch-up powder, and it has to look good and natural, especially with mature skin. This and Fenty Invisimatte are my 2 go-tos. I shared this product somewhat recently in an Amazon favorites video. It's either my last one or the one before that. This is the Anua Azelaic Acid 10 plus Hyaluron Redness Soothing Serum. That's kind of a long name. This isn't a product I need all the time, but when my rosacea is flaring up from eating something I'm not supposed to or testing out new products, which happens fairly often, this is a really nice, soothing, calming serum that works well for me at a great price point. So it's regularly $22 and a little bit goes a long way. So this is designed to soothe and calm your skin and alleviate redness and irritation, inflammation. It also helps hydrate your skin, maintain your skin barrier, balance oil production, and helps minimize the look of your pores. It has a nice watery texture that wears well under makeup. That is one of my main reasons for loving this the way I do. I've tried a lot of over-the-counter azelaic acid products and they are not created equally. Some of them are very thick and pasty. They pill under makeup. They're just not cosmetically elegant. And this one is. I can use it in the morning before makeup. I can use it at night. It's very versatile and it does what it's supposed to do, which is calm my skin and alleviate the redness. So this is similar to the Beauty of Joseon product where I saw it in the preview pages in several different places, but I did not see it listed in the spreadsheet. So I can't tell you the percentage off. Don't shoot the messenger if it's not included. Even if it's not, it's still a product I highly recommend if you have a condition like rosacea or sensitive skin that needs calming. I do highly recommend you look at the instructions because they tell you to kind of ease into it, as you should if you have sensitive skin with any new product, but I love this. I'm showing that one of my absolute favorite products that I use nearly every time I wash my hair is at its lowest price of the year at 42% off. I swear this helps keep my hair healthier. This is the Shark Flex Style. It is regularly $342 and I'm showing it is $200. Is that the cheapest hair appliance out there? No, but it is absolutely one of the most versatile ones I've ever used. I rough dry my hair using this as a blow dryer first, and then I twist it and add one of the attachments, usually this one, which is the oval attachment. You just pop it right on and I style my hair. Sometimes I use the curling attachments, sometimes the straightener, but they regulate the temperature. Their big thing is no heat damage. They allow you to dry your hair with more power without damaging your hair, and I love this. It's also not heavy, it's compact. I travel with it. I love this thing. I use it all the time. I'm just mad that I waited so long to try it. That is my only complaint. I just didn't think I would like it as much as I do. So if you've been looking at this, or if you think somebody in your life might like it for the holidays, now would be the time to grab it. Color Wow Root Cover Up has become quite a staple for me. As you can see here, I do use it. I have hit pan pretty significantly. I use shade medium brown. Now, I used to put more highlights. I was more heavy-handed with the highlights and I was blonder, but since going darker more towards my natural color and using less highlights, I sometimes feel like you can see my scalp more through my hair, which I cannot stand. And part of that is because I have fine hair, so that doesn't help either. So I know a lot of people use this to cover up gray roots and it looks so natural. So right before filming this segment, I dabbed it from here back along my part just to camouflage my part. I mean, you can use it all along your part. You can use it at your hairline. If you pull your hair back in a ponytail and you don't like what's going on at the front, you can camouflage that really easily with this and it looks natural. It doesn't shed or bleed or fade during the day. I believe they say it's waterproof, but this is 30% off right now if you're wanting to get this. There are, of course, other shades to choose from. Innisfree Daily UV Defense SPF 36 sunscreen is 30% off right now. They may have some other products that are also on sale, so I will be sure to link their storefront so you can browse around. But I wanted to point this out because this is a really nice sunscreen for wearing under makeup. It massages in quickly and easily. It doesn't leave a white cast. I would say it has a soft, glowy finish, but it's not too glowy for someone like me who gets shiny in the center of my face and who who has normal skin around the perimeter that can even be dry. It's nice and hydrating, and it feels lightweight. It never leaves me feeling oily or greasy. I actually think this is a really nice sunscreen across all skin types. It is a chemical sunscreen. I always like letting you know when daily facial sunscreens are going to be on sale because we need them year round, right? And this is a good one. Now, I also wanted to point out that I noticed in the previews in several places that Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Mineral Sunscreen, one of my all-time favorites for years and years and years. It was included in several places, but I could not find it in the spreadsheet, so I'm not sure how much it's going to be, but I also think that one is fantastic for under makeup. It's a mineral sunscreen. It has a tint to it, so it doesn't give you a white cast like many mineral sunscreens can. It's also lightweight and hydrating, has a soft matte finish. Now, Paula's Choice has a more hydrating daily sunscreen if you have dry skin that may be included as well. So I'll also link to the Paula's Choice storefront in case they have some other things on sale, because that's a really good brand you might want to check out too, just to see if they have any of your favorites included. The only makeup remover wipes I ever use are included in Prime Big Deal Days. 20% off, yes, 20% off. These are the Honest Beauty fragrance-free makeup remover cleansing wipes. The reason why I like these is because they remove what I need them to remove without leaving any kind of a film, without stripping my face. They're fragrance-free. They don't leave my face feeling greasy and like I need to rinse something off after I use them. I always get the pack of 3. I think they give you the option of getting 1 or a pack of 3. I always get a pack of 3. I use these sometimes when I'm feeling extremely lazy and to wipe off swatches, to correct my makeup if there's, any kind of an issue. I took one out so you could just see it. I mean, they're thick and sturdy. These are plant-based wipes. I am never going to recommend that you use makeup wipes to take your makeup off because it's just, a pretty abrasive thing to do on a regular basis. But these are the makeup wipes that I keep downstairs at my vanity and here where I film to deal with makeup stuff, and that I do use in a pinch sometimes because they give me what I want. I'm sitting here rubbing my fingers all over it and there is no greasy film whatsoever. I love these. One of the neck products that I've been using off and on for years is included in Prime Big Deal Days at 20% off, the Strivectin Tighten and Lift Advanced Neck Cream Plus. I hit 50 this year and I've started to realize I get asked about my neck at random times. It's starting to become a thing, people asking me what I do for my neck, and I don't think I do anything out of the ordinary, except I have always used some kind of neck cream. I know people say it's not necessary, but I mean, I feel like it's doing something. So I have now used, a good bit of this. This does have kind of a citrusy scent to it when you first apply it, but it does dissipate. I don't go around, can I get this lid back on? I don't go around smelling it all day. This helps with sagging skin, horizontal neck wrinkles or tech neck, crepiness, sleep wrinkles, and age spots on your décolleté. It has a nice thick creamy texture that absorbs really nicely. So it's just one of those neck creams that I keep going back to because I feel like it actually does something to maintain my results. I'm filming this ahead of Amazon Prime Big Deal Days so that I can have this go live on the first day. Now, a product that is in my cart waiting for Prime Big Deal Days so I can order it is the Eucerin Radiant Tone Dual Serum Dark Spot Corrector. I've heard so many people rave about how this has made a visible improvement to their dark spots that they've tried other products on and have seen no difference with. I've been curious about this for a long time, so I'm planning on ordering it. Now, this is another product that I saw in the previews in several places, but I could not find it on the spreadsheet to see how much it's going to be off. But it does retail for $40, which I think is a little bit high for Eucerin, but it could be because of the ingredient that's in here that they say visibly reduces the look of persistent dark spots due to sun exposure, aging, and imperfections, and you can see results in as little as 2 weeks, and your skin clarity and texture is supposed to continue to improve with regular use as well. So I'll keep you updated on that. I am hoping that it is included. If you've tried this and it's made a difference for you, or if it hasn't, let me know in the comments. I will also be stocking up on some Premier protein shakes. These will be 30% off. Now, I don't know if every flavor will be 30% off, but I know some I like will be. So these have 30 grams of protein in a bottle, 1 gram of sugar. I think this one is 160 calories. It says it has 24 vitamins and minerals. So I originally started getting these in certain flavors to use as a substitute for creamer in my coffee because it's a lot healthier than that. And then I found this flavor. This is cookies and cream that I'll drink sometimes as a sweet treat, kind of a healthier sweet treat at night or during the day on occasion. It's just, healthier than some other things out there. I feel like once you hit perimenopause and menopause, getting adequate protein and fiber becomes basically a second job, and I just like having these on hand. They're good. They fill me up. I don't always drink a full one. Sometimes I just keep one in the fridge and drink a few sips or pour a little bit in my coffee. It's all about trade-offs, It's a healthier option to some other things out there, and I enjoy the flavor, well, most flavors of these. So I enjoy the caramel, vanilla, chocolate, cookies and cream. There are others, but those come to mind first. And at 30% off, you bet I will be grabbing some. I'm showing the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite is 25% off the 16 gigabyte. I do believe they may have other versions. I'm not sure, but I love my Paperwhite. Now, I was all about physical books for the longest time. So was my daughter, but we love our Paperwhites over other e-readers specifically for particular reasons, which I'll get into here in a minute. So this summer, I was on a trip. I was near the end of a book and I finished it on the plane. I finished another book when I was there and started another one on the plane ride home. I would not have brought 3 physical books on that trip, but I didn't have to because I had my Kindle and they were all on here. And not only that, I could choose what book I started next when I finished my first one because I had several to choose from on here. So the reason why I like the Paperwhite specifically is because, first of all, there's no glare. You can sit out in full sun. You don't have to worry about that glassy glare like you do with some other e-readers or your phone or your iPad. And it uses e-ink. So when the light is off, it looks like the physical pages of a book. It doesn't look like a device. And if it is nighttime and you need lighting, the light it emits is a very soft, glowy light. It's not harsh on your eyes or straining like your iPad or your phone would be or some other e-readers. You can also adjust it to be a warmer light if you want. You can adjust the font size, which I'm sure you can do on other devices, but it's just a really nice device. I love it. I do love a physical book too, but there's something to be said for being able to carry tons and tons of books in this one slim, lightweight, compact device and being able to throw it in a bag or a small purse. When I got my first Paperwhite years and years and years ago, I did not realize how much I was gonna love it. That thing lasted me years until it stopped syncing properly. I finally upgraded last year and I can't imagine being without this. I do believe my favorite daily wear athletic ankle socks are included in Prime Big Deal Days, so I had to share them because I wear these almost every day that I'm wearing socks. It's kind of a boring item, but I mean, we do all wear socks. I have had some of these for a long time now, and none of them have shown any signs of wear. These are basically what replaced my Bombas socks for me. I mean, I still have some Bombas, but these are every bit as good, and even not on sale, the price is really, really great. I'm not sure what the sale price is, but I highly recommend them regardless. So I have several pairs with these little stripes on them. You can see that extra arch support or mid-foot support, whatever you want to call it. I have several white and gray pairs. My daughter has these. They're soft and cushy, and they're just great socks to have at a great price. So I had to put them in this video. I wasn't planning on ending this video with socks, but here we are. So those are the Amazon finds favorites that came to mind for this particular Amazon video that I've been reaching for the most and that I might be picking up myself. Let me know what you're grabbing from Amazon Prime Big Deal Days in the comments down below. I love reading what you guys grab too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. You can check out more Amazon favorites here if you want to see some other recommendations. And I do have an Amazon storefront too in my description box if you want to check that out too. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.